What's going on, guys? Isaac Newton here, and today we're going to be getting into the powers that be online tournament and ultimate team. You need 2 players from Italy, 2 from England, 2 from Spain, and 2 from Germany in your starting 11 and subs to be able to compete. And this video is going to be post commentary today, so it might sound a little bit different, but hopefully it makes the commentary quality a little bit better than hearing me go, "Oh, what a shot!" and that's all that there is for all of the highlights of the games. But as far as the tournament goes, one thing that I don't really like is how easy it is to have a team that can compete in this tournament. I mean, I have both my Germans and one English and Spanish player on the bench, and I happen to have some of the other players that I need in the team, like the Italians, the other Spanish player, the other English player. But I could, in theory, have 2 Germans, 2 English players, 2 Spanish players, and 1 Italian on my bench, and let's say I kept Chiellini in the team or something, and the rest of the team could be anything I want. So the squad building aspect, not so hard, but regardless, we're going to play the tournament, see if we can't get a win out of it. And coming up against the first opponent here, he has a decent BBVA team. Suarez up front, definitely dangerous, so is Iniesta. The rest of the team I wasn't too worried about. But yeah, like I said, I mean, look, he has no English players actually in that team. They're just on his bench, but he can still play the tournament. So I think EA need to do a better job with that. But we started off here with Matuidi to Ben Yedder, who smashes it home. The Ben Yedder card I actually bought for a different team that I was building, but I ended up throwing him this one because I just loved it so much. I mean, you can see him again from the corner here, cutting inside his little skill moves, little no-touch dribble turns, and smashing into that top right corner. We're only 14 minutes into the game and we're already 2-0 up, so I was feeling really confident. We had another chance from the throw in here with Ben Arfa, cut inside with a McGeady spin there. Thought maybe that was a foul there when I got pushed off the ball, but the ref didn't call it. And yeah, actually ends up hitting me on the counter attack here, plays a really nice through ball to Suarez, and he cut back, which I was not expecting at all. I thought he was going to try and shoot it near post, but he ended up smashing it in on me to make it 2-1, starting to come back a little, but still was feeling pretty confident from all the chances I had early on. But here again, we intercept the ball, play it down to Ben Arfa, who lays it off to Matuidi. Matuidi back to Ben Arfa, and just took barely too heavy of a touch there. I tried to ball roll past the goalie, but it wasn't enough. He ended up taking it. And here again from a throw-in, we're creating an opportunity. It's Ben Yedder on the ball this time. Tried to get a shot off, but it got deflected. And here we have a beautiful dummy from Matuidi, plays off to Azpilicueta, and I thought Azpilicueta was a different player. I thought it was a player with 4-star skill moves, and my own dumb play ended up getting the ball intercepted. He chipped it all the way up to Suarez, as you saw there, and just smashed it in on me again. Just a little chip right over my goalie to make it 2-2, just as halftime was approaching. And I mean, that was my own fault. But here I tried to get a little kickoff start goal before halftime was called. Lacazette made a really good run. Got a shot off, but not quite. Goalie just barely saved it. So from the corner, here we go again with Ben Yedder cutting into the box. Nice little chop there. I just couldn't quite get through for another shot there, and that's how the half would end up ending. So, as you can see, in chances, just about even. I'm dominating possession, and I'm passing a lot better, but still a pretty even game. And here in the second half, now he plays a beautiful ball into Suarez. I somehow got the block in there. I felt really lucky about that one. But now here we are on the ball, getting into Lacazette. He got intercepted, but we got the ball back, and we cut in, and boom, penalty. And I felt really relieved about that because the second half I definitely felt my opponent was playing a little bit better than I was. So we give the ball to Ben Yedder, he smashes it home, makes it 3-2. Yeah. Made me feel a little more comfortable in the game, but a 1-goal lead really isn't anything that you can sit back on, and this year's FIFA goals can be scored so quickly. But here we go, and a really nice run with Ben Arfa from the midfield. Nice few skill moves, and tried to cut inside, tried to get that shot off, couldn't quite. De Rossi picks it back up, back out to Ben Arfa, The ball's bouncing around all over. I somehow managed to get it back with Matuidi and scored one of the most AIDS goals that I've scored in a while. I felt really bad about that one, but hey, they all count. We're up 4-2 now. And I think at this point my opponent went on a more attacking style of play since the defense was starting to fall out of position a little bit there. And not sure how Ben Yedder didn't get called for pulling the defender down there, but I guess justice was served in the fact that we couldn't actually get into the box on that attempt. But here we are running down the side again, trying to cut into the box. But nothing would come out of that one either, just couldn't quite get past that last defender. Now here at the very end of the game, my opponent was definitely on at least ultra attacking at this point, but we got the ball in stoppage time, played it down the line to Ben Yedder. And I saw he brought his keeper out, so I decided to just whip it into the box, and Lacazette puts in a beautiful bar down header to make it 5-2. And I thought that's how the game would be ending, but my opponent did end up getting a corner from the kickoff. Plays in. I tried to head it out, but it fell to Ilicic on top of the box, who smashed it home and made it 5-3. But that would be how the game ended up. Ben Yedder, man of the match, 9.5 rating for him. He played great, 3 goals, and I think he had an assist too. Let's see in a second. Yep, he did have an assist as well, so he played great. The squad did feel pretty good, which I was happy about. You can see in chances created here at the end of the game, we were actually dead even, but I did have a lot more possession and better passing, as well as I didn't concede a foul all game, so I do think I deserved to win that one, but we'll get into the second match here and see how the second opponent stacks up. So here we are getting into it with our second opponent, who has another BBVA style team. He's got some Serie A on the side, but I mean, this is what I was talking about again. He doesn't have any German or English players in the team. They're just chilling on his bench. But what can you do? He had a free kick here early on, an ambitious attempt, but not really dangerous at all. And here we are with Ben Arfa hitting the post from outside the box, which is always just enough to make you want to shed a little tear. Get into the box on the Matuidi here, tried to hit it front post. Nothing doing there though, didn't have the right angle on it. Making a run with Lacazette now. Plays it off to Ben Arfa, who lays it off to Matuidi again, getting into the box, but we couldn't quite get the shot off. The defender outmuscled us. So still nothing on the scoreboard here. Right here, I thought my opponent would try to pass it off, so I pressed offside strap, and he ended up coming right through. He didn't pick either side though, so I brought my goalie out, and he actually couldn't finish the shot off, which I was glad about. And then the same thing happened again here. I give the ball away. We're all the way into the second half now. Nothing's happened. Same thing happened where he got a chance right down the middle. I brought the goalie out again, and he couldn't finish it, so I was feeling really lucky at that point. And now here we are hitting him on the counter from a corner kick. Play the ball through to Ben Yedder, who takes off. Takes a big touch to try and steer clear of the defenders. And boom, beautiful finish from Ben Yedder. I mean, I was talking about it from the first game, but I mean, it really is just an incredible card. And that was actually how the game would end. It would be 1-0. So, I mean, it was a really close game. I don't know if I actually deserved to win it. I mean, you can see I had fewer chances than my opponent did. Lots of his were like those 2 chances where he came down the middle, or like weak shots from outside the box. So I don't know if he actually deserved to win, but I'd love to have showed you guys the third game. Most of the footage I have didn't actually end up working. It was 1-1 at half. He ended up winning 2-1 on some really stupid goals, but sorry about that, guys. But thanks for tuning in. We'll get into it again soon, hopefully, and try to win it. But until then, this is Isaac Newton signing out, and peace, guys.